Tim Baker here, and I've not made an MMA or UFC related video in quite some time, and I wanted to talk about the fights tomorrow night. Today is February 9th, so these fights are going to be on February 10th, Saturday night. UFC 221. The main event is Rockhold versus Yoel Romero for the interim title at 185 pounds. It's for the interim title because Robert Whittaker is injured. He is the title holder because George St. Pierre vacated the title after he beat Michael Bisping via third round choke. So anyways, I absolutely hope, guys, Rockhold dismantles Yoel Romero. I cannot stand Yoel Romero. Not because of, like, his fighting style inside the octagon or his personality outside the octagon. It is his style in between rounds. He is a cheater. He tries to get more time, to get more rest, so he has more energy. He is an explosive fighter, so he goes in spurts. Alright? And when you're at the world-class athletic level, an extra 15 or 20 seconds of rest for your heart, your cardiovascular system at that level is huge. I mean, somebody who does not exercise on a regular basis or just does, intermediate exercise, if they get 15 to 20 seconds of rest after running for 5 minutes, they're not going to feel very energetic after that 15 or 20 seconds of rest. Even after a minute, they're still going to feel pretty lethargic, pretty tired. Their focus is going to be off because they're thinking about their body, they're thinking about their legs being tired, they're thinking about their breathing. And, if they get a minute, they're still going to be tired. But world-class athletes that are trained to have powerful pumping hearts, having 60 seconds of rest is a lot of rest for world-class athletes. And when you give a world-class athlete 60 seconds of rest, and then he takes advantage and gets 15 to 20 more seconds on top of that, yeah, the other fighter also gets that same amount of rest because he's got to wait on his opponent. But his mindset is not at the same place as his opponent's. What I mean is, Yoel Romero, in the Tim Kennedy fight, he was getting pounded in that second round. And then in between rounds 2 and rounds 3, he's sitting on the stool. His corner's taking too much time to get out after the 60-second allotted amount time. The ref is pushing him out. Get out, get out, get out. The crowd's booing him, and they're just like, well, we don't know. That's bullshit. They know they're abusing the system. And then after the Tim Kennedy fight, he fights Chris Weidman. And, okay, first off, he was losing in the Tim Kennedy fight. And then he comes back and beats Tim Kennedy in like 20 seconds or 30 seconds in the third round because he just comes out and bomb rushes after he gets the extra allotted rest time that he wasn't supposed to have, which I think he should be penalized for him doing it as frequent as it's happened in the UFC. And then he goes and fights Chris Weidman next. In my eyes, he was losing that fight also. And in between the second and the third round, again, his corner's putting ice on his chest and back, and that's allowed, but they're also putting water on him. That is not allowed. You are not allowed to put water on their body. So after their corner leaves, the ref has to come in, dry him off. He's getting booed because he's getting more rest, and he's just like, oh, acting like he doesn't know what's going on, but he fucking knows what's going on. All right. So I hope Luke Rockhold kicks the shit out of him for that. But not only for that, but because Luke Rockhold has transitioned training camps. All right. Nothing against the AKA team, but he didn't. Habib was in Russia. Daniel Cormier and Kane, they were out during the time. So yeah, he transitioned camps, and you know, a lot of people don't like Daniel Cormier, but Daniel Cormier is a straight up stand up human being, a great gentleman and a great role model. So he's a guy that, you know, I'd let him watch my son, period. You know, my 4-year-old, just knowing Daniel Cormier, seeing him on TV and everything, he's a good person. So I know with Luke Rockhold transitioning camps, there's going to be no beef between their relationship, their friendship, nothing like that. And I know that. I can see that. And I think that's phenomenal because, you know, being a wrestler myself, you know, I had certain people that I liked training with. And, yeah, you know, if they weren't available to train, I would go and train where I needed to benefit myself at the time. And they're not going to, they were never pissed off at me for going and training at a different collegiate camp or something like that during the summers or whatever, just because, you know, they weren't available to train and I was at the time. And, you know, so I understand that mentality and that relationship. So because he's had to go through that transition of training with different teammates, having a different coach, and just fighting Yoel Romero, I hope Luke Rockhold just, Luke, go in there and beat the shit out of him. Just, I want you to put him on his back, since he was a bronze Olympic medalist or a silver Olympic freestyle medalist in wrestling. I want you to go out there and 5-star throw him, do hip toss. I don't care. I want you to put him on his back, full mount him, get his back. I don't care. I want you to beat him on the ground, though, because that's where he's the best at. So I want you to go in there and beat him where he's the best at, to show him that you are the alpha male and you're the superior fighter and you're the superior male and you are the superior human being, period, because you're not a fucking cheater. So that's my 2 cents on UFC 221 with Yoel Romero and Luke Rockhold. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos right here. Comment in the section below and leave me some love. Have a great night and see you guys later. Let's find out what's going to happen on these fights. Yeah.